So on this slide, we're going to break down Dumquali. Dumquali has an essential name called cat, and this element is carbon. Now we know that we're made up of carbon. It is the second most abundant element in the human body. It has an atomic number of 6 on the periodical chart. And carbon atoms make up the backbone of many important molecules in our body, including proteins, DNA, RNA, sugars, and fats. We hear an awful lot about carbon footprints and eliminating carbon footprints. We live in an earthly type body in order to be in the third dimension. So why are the wicked vilifying carbon? That's something to keep in mind. And Dumdwar has an essential name called Dat, and this element is chlorine. Dumdwar and chlorine, to me, is very synchronistic in a way, because a lot of times when you think of flow, you think of not only just the light, the blue light, the flow, the receiving, you also think of water. You think of the fact that chlorine goes into water. We want to maintain the salt and water balance. That's important for Dumdwar. It's important for Sully. Any radioplasma that shares Dumdwar. It's important that we have neutrality, enough of ions, sodium, potassium, things like that. We want to fight infections. Of course, we want to be grounded, but how can we be grounded if we're sick? It's hard to get well when we're not grounded. We want to maintain our blood pressure, and that has a lot to do with the fluids in our body. How many times do we think about that process and how we should have enough liquid, enough water, pH balance, and ions to flow for Dumdwar's sake, for our electrical components, and so that it can also be able to do its job. And because we talk so much about chemio and all of the different functions that it has with some of our major organs, we need to know also that its essence name is Tor, and its element is potassium. We've heard a lot about potassium, how critical it is to our body functions, and it is. Potassium deals with the balancing of the fluid in our cells. It has to do with our muscle contractions, our heart, transmitting nerve signals to our brain. So there's nothing that these elements do that is not important. They're all important. But we want to get an idea of how it works with cosmic electricity in our bodies. And again, Com has the essential name of Nat, and its element is nitrogen. We know how important nitrogen is because it has to do with our DNA, our RNA, our makeup. It is part of the essential role in the human body. Has the essence name of Se. The element is sodium. Sodium helps us to maintain the fluid balance, which is very important. That neutron has the essence name of Yaw. It has the element of calcium. Now, the neutron, which we know is stabilizing and insulating, and calcium, which we know to help our bones to form and our teeth to maintain body strength, our muscles, all of the things that we can read down below. Do we have enough calcium? Do we have too much calcium? These are the things that we have to balance within our body in order for our neutron to work properly, so we won't be double-minded. You see how it can be just one element that'll knock off the electrical parts of our body that'll affect our chakras and also our thoughts, our intentions. And here for our essential elements of the 6 types of electricity, we can see 2 different elements listed, the electron and the neutron. That's because we're on Cilio. Cilio is operating with both elements. So we're looking at sodium and we're looking at calcium. We already know that calcium is for the bones. It's also for heart health. Now, as far as the sodium, we know how important that is to have a balance, because if it's off, it's going to drain up or soak up all of our water. It's make our blood sluggish. We need our electrolytes to be up to par, enough fluids in the body. That's going to help the heart. That's going to also help the neutron and the electron to do its work, to move within the electrical system of the body.